Hi, Jay Wu here with Heyler Realty, about to interview an amazing family. I had the pleasure of helping them find their home, and they're excited to share the story with you. Hi, I'm Jay Wu with Heyler Realty, and today we're talking with Kathy, Rob, and their boys, Sam and Luke. Say hi, first of all. How are you guys doing these days?
Hello. We're good.
Oh, awesome. And what have you guys been doing to stay busy?
Oh, we have been able to stay busy. Rob and I are working from home. Thank goodness we have this amazing place to work from. So Rob has taken over the garage as his office.
Yes.
I've been working inside. And this week the boys have been on spring break. So they have been, what have you guys been doing to stay busy?
Been like building and video games.
Our beautiful big living room you found for us is now a fort.
It's a fort, a huge fort.
Yep. And
Monopoly. They've been playing Monopoly.
Yeah. Legos. iPad.
Oh.
Yes.
Nice.
Busy.
Awesome. So tell me, what were your guys' expectations when you guys were first thinking about buying a home? How was that process?
I can speak for myself. I was nervous at first. I was a little worried about, knowing that that's kind of an intimate relationship. And so I was very particular who I wanted to work with, and which is why I stalked you, because my intuition told me that you were the one and the only one, and I was right.
I love that. And how did you end up choosing me when you were in this process? I'm curious.
Well, I mean, we knew you from school, and for me, I saw how involved you were, how committed you were to the school and to the larger community, and that was big for us. Like, we kind of feel the same way about being part of a community, and about giving to that community. And so I knew that you were kind of like-minded in that way. And because of your community involvement, I really trusted you to know the area. And what surprised me was how quickly you knew us, like how quickly I feel like you totally got us as a family and what we were looking for. And it just made the process so easy.
Oh, what would you say is the most memorable part of this process for you guys?
Oh gosh, what do you think? I have a lot.
I think maybe like actually seeing the house for the first time.
Can you say it louder? Yeah.
Yeah, seeing the house for the first time was maybe mine. Probably like walking into the house first and like seeing everything, like with our stuff put in it, like when we actually moved in.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Our first night sleeping here was amazing.
Oh,
very cool.
For me, it was our first meeting. The first time we sat down with you, I just felt like we were in the best hands ever. I'll never forget that coffee meeting, and I was like, this was the right choice.
You guys are so awesome. Make me feel so good. I'll pay you later. What would you tell others about what your process was like going through this buying a home?
I would say that it was our process. Like, it was really, there was a time when we were very casual about it and not serious about it, and there was never any pressure. There was never any like feeling like we should be doing something we weren't ready to do. And then when we were ready to pick it up, it was like you were right there with us. So I felt like the process was totally organic to like us and what we were ready for. And at the time we were ready, it was amazing.
Oh, that's so great. And what would you tell others about going through buying a home with us and what it was like? What would you tell others in terms of what to look for or what you feel would be good for them?
Yeah. Honey, do you want, because this was a big thing for you too.
What would I tell others? It's a balance between being pragmatic and realistic, but you don't want to settle because it's such a big commitment and decision. So we looked at a few places. Like my attitude, I'm a bit of a pessimist. So my attitude was like, we're never going to find a house in this market that we can afford. It's too competitive. It's too much of a buyer's market. And so there were a couple places we looked at that I wasn't too happy with, that I was like, let's just put it in an offer and try to get it. And between you and Kathy are like, no, let's wait. It'll happen. And sure enough, we're in a place now that we love, that we don't feel like we settled for, that we can afford. So that's what I would say. Just have a little more faith than I did.
Oh,
And it took a lot less time than I thought it would. I thought we'd be at it for a year, and what was it, 3 or 4 months? And
yeah, well, I think that's again the testament to, like, you know, having you with us. It was a seller's market. I mean, we were in competitive situations everywhere, and when we knew this was the one, and we were like, Jay, this is the one, and you were like, okay, and you went to work. And I know a lot of that was your relationship with the other realtor, you know, and that, you know, that brought us the home, you know, against competitive offers, and brought us the home of our dreams. So I would say, you know, you're working with somebody that you really trust, who gets you and has your back, and someone who has those kind of relationships. Because I don't know if it had been another person, if we would have gotten this house. So
I could assure you that was probably
yeah, I know. I know.
Well, and in wrapping up on our time together, I'm curious, what are you guys most thankful for right now, especially going through what we're going through?
We were in an apartment before here for 15 years or longer, 18 maybe. We had an upstairs neighbor who hated us because our kids stomp their feet and can't help it, and no yard. And we shared the space with a lot of other people that we can't really control what they do. So the idea that in quarantine, we can not have upstairs neighbors, control what we touch and what other people touch as far as doorknobs and stair, you know, railings, things like that. And also have an outdoor space for the kids to get some fresh air is huge. And that's what I'm most grateful for. Yeah,
this house is kind of at the top. You know, first, I'm grateful for this family, grateful for our health. And then this house is right up there, you know, the fact that, you know, we play together in the backyard and we shoot baskets, and, you know, the boys sit there out on the lawn and play. You know, it's amazing that we have this space that's ours, and that we, you know, the process really did work for us. So we're super lucky. We ended up just where we were meant to be.
What'd you say, Luke?
Nothing.
I was holding it, and he's telling me to stop squeezing his finger.
Well, I know that I am so thankful to have great families like you to get to help. And you guys have not just been past clients. You guys are just a part of my heart and my life. And I'm grateful you guys are in it. I can't wait to have a glass of wine with you guys when this is all over, and just give you big hugs. I'm sure handshaking is done, but hugs are still allowed.
Yes, totally.
Well, my most memorable moment is when I got to give you guys the keys, and the hug I got from Sam was one of the most precious moments that made this whole process, helping you guys, so emotional for me, and so heartwarming and meaningful. And it makes everything that I do, helping good people, using powers for good, just that much more gratifying. So I can't thank you guys enough for stalking me on that kindergarten front door in front of Mrs. Kaufman's classroom. And ever since then, I've been in love with you guys, and I'm just really deeply grateful.
Well, we cannot thank you enough. You did. You made a long-held dream come true, and we, you know, we're forever in debt to you. And I can't wait to celebrate with a glass of wine too. So.
Well, and my team got to enjoy the tavern gift card. I celebrated it with them. I took all 8 of us out. And
lovely.
We were all toasting you guys for that, and starting off, and this is in January. So thank God, as our New Year's kickoff, we did that. And I'm just, like I said, you guys have just been absolutely amazing. I'm so glad with technology we can connect like this. And actually, it was probably easier than getting a video crew and everything. This was fantastic. You guys did a great
honestly,
job.
Makes
and
it
you guys are just picture perfect anyway, though, I have to say. I'm gonna
Thank you again, Jay.
Oh, you guys are awesome. I love it. I love it. You guys have a great night. Thank you so much for
you
doing
We love
this.
you, Jay.
Jay.
Stay safe.